that you all can, if you need to click something after I do that.
Yeah.
Welcome. So sorry.
Good.
Thank you. And so, morning yoga, the first week of the shifted time. What is time anyway? Coming into the right now. Now is the first word of the Yoga Sutras. Lie down with your knees bent. Finding center on your back. Feel the back of your skull center, that lift of your neck. Allow your body to relax, soften, find downward energy. Allow your breath to relax and deepen. A softness between the ears. Let your brain space be spacious and softened, open. Just experiencing the sense of this moment, not moving forward or back so hard. We use the body awareness, breath awareness to help keep us in the moment, even if it's little glimpses. And back to awareness of spine, finding center, feeling your spine, the top of the skull and the base of the pelvis. Soles of the feet open to the earth. Press down through the roots of your big toes. Might not do a lot, but just try to be familiar with that part of your body. The root of your big toe, that mound. That's our earth energy connection point in Chinese meridian theory. And relax all. Take your arms up alongside your shoulders with your elbows bent so your hands are beyond your head, like a saguaro cactus. Relax, open hands, let them rest. Allow your breath to deepen now that your arms are up. Feel how you gain some breathing space. At your own pace, breathe deeply a few times, exploring inhalation. Let your whole body participate. Stretch it and do the same with the exhale. Let your whole body relax and let go. Twice more slowly, your own way, your own depth, all of it, your own. Let your body follow along with the energy of inhale and exhale, with any movements that come. One more time. So you might create a little back bend in your spine as you breathe in to increase that pranic feeling. Maybe stretch open the hands. Expand your rib cage really deeply. And then exhale, let your low back come down towards the earth, hands relax. Exhale down into your pelvis, into your pelvic floor. Maybe drawing the pelvic floor gently in and up. You keep a light toning there, adding the navel towards the spine energy. Breath moves up to the rib cage. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Shoulder rotation. Ground your thumbs, spread your fingers. Up to bridge pose, trying to hold the bandhas in the pelvis. So a little tone in the low belly and the pelvic floor. Hold that as you come up, breathing in. Continue to hold that lightly, tone lightly as you come down. And then relax completely. All the bandhas, all the muscles let go. Inhale deeply, we'll do that twice more. Exhale, navel towards the spine. That's the easiest one to find. So you find that one first. Out of the pelvic floor lift if you can, or just think about it. Inhale, lift up, holding those bandhas. This is sealing the root of the torso and coming down. Concentrate on it. Low back relaxes away from the earth and everything relaxes completely. It's important to be able to let go of any of that engagement as well. And the last time, exhale, navel towards the spine, pelvic floor gently in and up. Press your feet and lift up to bridge pose. Keep the toning and slowly come down. Relax, release. Everything with a compassionate attitude. And turn out your toes, let your legs start to go side to side, knees side to side. Let your arms come out to the open, free position. You can let your head go side to side as well as you move from your hips. So meet your body with compassion in each shape, right where it is. Head side to side, gently, legs side to side. One more time, one more breath. Find center again, and then bring in your knees into your chest. Stretching across the back of the body. Hold on just below your knees on your shins. If you like, you can cross your ankles and bring your feet towards your seat. Deep breath in, deep breath out, curl in, tuck your chin, squeeze yourself into a little egg. Inhale, open out. Exhale, change the cross of your ankles. Again, inhale, lift and curl. So try not to jar your neck, tuck your chin. Use your core, curl in. Exhale, open out. Coming to seated, you may rock with some momentum with a round spine or come up to the side if that's more comfortable for you. So we bring the feet towards your face, overhead, and then press them away, hold on, and rock up. Come to your easy seat. Take a moment with that. Maybe bring back your hands, let your hips open out to the sides. So it's a relaxing open that we're trying to accomplish here in our hips. So explore which leg feels best in front today. Start to find upright center. Nice tall spine, lengthen through the top of the skull. Relax your hands on your legs. And notice that we already are in the state of awareness, peace building, and already started practicing our yoga. Let's come together with sound. Just relax a moment. Find that rhythm of breath that's even and stretched out. And this time, bring your hands into your heart center. Breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out. Feel that exhale squeeze into your navel at the end. So it comes down, but then up into the belly. Finish. Rib cage breath in. Exhale, Om. Present with your own stillness. Release your hands. Allow my voice to be a second layer out. Like the first layer is the sound of your breath, the awareness of your body. And there, just removed, hearing only what you need to hear are my instructions. You're guiding you. So you don't have to think about where you're going. Breathe in, sit tall, long, relaxed belly. Breathe out, head over to the left side for look back twist. Reach for the knee, just the right amount. Relax belly, so your spine can twist. Third breath, staying for 5. Add side gazing eyes to stretch the eyes, gently with all. And one more breath, inhale. What can you soften? Exhale. Take the time to release back to center when you are ready. When an inhale comes, sit tall. Release any holding in the front body as you come around with your belly and your heart. When you look back to a second side, including the drishti, parts of the drishti, side eyes, side focus, looking back and sideways. Breathe into your rib cage to create some space in your ribs. Think of breathing to release tension. And look back over your opposite shoulder. Take a deep breath. Exhale when you're ready. Bring everything back to center. And just for one breath, come over to the other side again so we can do that. Look back over the opposite shoulder, move. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Fingers forward, hands back, heart lift pose. Grounding your knees towards the earth. Start to open your front body. Press your hands. Gaze downward. Outward spiraling energy in your hands helps you open the fronts of your shoulders, where we tend to be tight from our forward lifestyles. Breathe into the fronts of your shoulders, where they meet the chest. One more breath. Press your hands, lift your heart. And exhale, press forward and out of that shape. Tip forward from your pelvis. So hands there to help guide forwardness. It might be a little, it might be a lot. Center first, then over to the left side with both arms for latissimus release. So we want to reach out the arm so that we have a lengthening across that whole outer edge of the arm and the back of the body. Down to the pelvis, down to the legs. Relax your head, go to your own degree into the shape and breathe 5 times. With a light drawing back of the belly. Default gaze, either nose tip or third eye. So even if your eyes closed, you have a steady place for your brain to rest your gaze energy. Fourth breath. Is there something you can soften? Are you gripping your face, your jaw, your thumbs? One more exhale. Come with slowness out and up. Find center. Give your body time. And over to the other side. Take time. We took about 3 breaths time to come in. The other side. Just take plenty of time. If you come into the pose before I start the count, you get to work longer on it. So you also can have the chance to just take more time to come in. Just find that just right spot. Now taking about 5 breaths. The breath becomes an anchor in this style of practice with this quietness. No reason you can't turn on some light music in the background if you would like. Learning to use the sound of the breath, it's always there with you. A quiet superpower. Latissimus release, just feel that connection of the body from hand to legs. One more deep breath. And breathe in with slowness, come up and center. Time to release out our legs. Take them out in front of you. Stretch them out. Draw back in your toes. Let your knees bend as needed. Dandasana. And then infinity pose. A little early in practice. Right leg over the left. Heading over to the right side with your upward dog arm. So we have these straight arm, but you find the space you need to roll to that side of your hips. So you're staying on the ground, you just roll it over to your side of your leg, side of your hip, as much as it feels good. Lift out of your rib cage, and you can look back, find a steady gaze. Let your feet hook together. Whole body participating, unified with breathing and awareness. One more time, move your breath through. Infinity variation, using your exhale to release in your own time. Cross the legs, learning to connect your feet, other way, other side, long, straight arms, working your way over to that side of your leg and hip to any degree. And then set the upper body, lifting up and out. Relax thumbs, gaze back, hook feet. Feel your whole body. In that awareness, we can take care of ourselves. Do just the right amount. One more exhalation. Slowly release the shape. Make your way to standing, taking 3 breaths or so. So you can come up into squat pose if you like. Forward fold. Work on standing if you get there earlier. Little time for self-care coming into Tadasana. It is all Tadasana. I'm not sure where that yoga saying comes from, but I think it just refers to the fact that we learn to organize ourselves here, and it brings us so we can stand on our heads, so we can do all these different positions, finding balance. So pause in mountain and find balance. Mindful standing. Feet open to the earth. Feel those big toe roots. Maybe give them a little press with your eyes closed. Press the big toe roots and relax. Let the entirety of your feet and toes spread out and press the earth. Bring your awareness up your legs. Feel a firming engagement, a lift in the kneecaps. Awareness up to pelvis. Try to balance, not tipping forward or back, just centered, and then the spine coming tall, all the way up the back, up the neck, through the top of your head. Axial extension creates space in the bones. And then the arms rest into the body, rest into the breath. Centering hands, heart center awakening. Sound and vibration calm the nervous system. Let us welcome the sun today with our sun salutations. Nice to really think about that for a moment and do it with feeling. Breathe in, reach up. Take the back ribs with the front ribs, all of it lifts. Gaze up as well. And it's a stretched out exhale to go into the forward fold. Tip forward, let knees bend. Take care of yourself. Do it your own way. Halfway lift, axial extension through the top of the skull. Not a back bend, a straight spine. Suspend your breath, bring down your hands, bend your knees, and then exhale back to plank pose. Try to do that in one exhale. Maybe your knees come down. Now let's take 5 breaths, press the hands. Firm the body. If you need a reset, you can. Firm legs, press earth. Reach to the top of the head and the heels. One more breath, back body long. And bring down your knees and keep your toes tucked. Extended puppy pose. Head down, lengthen spine. Play bow to the sun. Heart reaches down. Forehead grounding the brain. One more exhalation. Try to draw your spine longer, hips back towards the heels a little more, a little away from the hands. Inhale energy, pull up to tabletop pose. Spreading hands. Find to bring hands ahead to lessen the angle of the wrists, always. Also find to do some fists. Navel up towards the spine. Place a hand there at your low belly. Give yourself a little reminder. Then take that hand away and reach it forward. Keep your neck relaxed. Take the opposite leg back, 5 breaths. Perhaps feeling some warmth. That's part of the idea. Welcome the warmth. Welcome the sun's energy, especially this time of year. Keep it strong. Reach, lengthen. Exhale, hand down, knee down, and go back. Relax, release your arms straight back. 2 deep breaths into your back ribs. Continuing to let go. Rising up to tabletop. So we can't pull ourselves into table. We have to push. We're going to have to push off the floor and then bring the hands forward to table position again. Other hand at the low belly. Take it forward. Other leg back. Lengthen, straight out. Press the hand and press the foot that are on the earth. Check in with your neck. Make sure it's relaxed. Your gaze might be a little forward, but it's downward. Try to reach as much forward as back for the last breath. Give yourself a project there. Increase the energy both directions. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Arms stay where they are, but elbows to the floor, head down. Back rib cage breath 2 times. Let your head hang down like it does in downward dog. Let your hands rest open upon the earth. Coming out to forearm plank position. Walking back your knees, maybe lifting the knees off the floor. Take a moment to arrange your elbows under your shoulders. Spread your hands upon the earth so the hands are strong here. You can grip your fingers. The elbows hug towards the belly. The knees or toes hug towards the belly. 5 breaths. If you have any strain in your low back, just bring your hips higher or bring your knees down. 4, 3, embracing impermanence. 2, and getting stronger. 1 more breath. Get yourself stronger. And then release down to your belly and diffuse that strength energy into softness. Turn your head to the right, relax your heels out. Deep breath, shoulders down off the ears. Turn your head and then take a full slow breath, shoulders down the back. Feel that origin of inhalation come, bringing you back to center. Legs come together, hands by the chest, cobra pose. 5 breaths gently, pressing the pelvis forward, gazing down. Gentle back bend, extending, opening front body. Strengthening back body. 1 more time. Just think of lengthening through your legs, pelvis, belly, everything. Exhale, relax down, soften the legs, the glutes, all of it. To come off your belly, you need to press forward and down. So think downward press, add some forward energy, hug your elbows in, press up. Downward dog, a moment to fan out the fingers, set your hands, then lift your knees and walk in. Knees can stay bent or they straighten out. We're lengthening the spine using the limbs. That's the goal of this pose. Head down. 5 breaths. We create sound in the breath with a constriction in the throat, swirling like a ha. You can do it in your own volume. Slightly louder than your own thoughts is one recommendation I've heard. 1 more exhalation. Lead back to the legs. Bend your knees deeply. Look between your hands. When you feel an inhale coming, straighten out your legs and step forward. Take your time. Take your time to get to the back, top third of your mat. Fold forward, exhale. Back to where we started. A lot of warming up there in between. Rise, reach. Exhale, bring it on back into your heart center. Find your mountain. Find that length in the back of the skull and the neck. Tops of ears align with eyebrows. And this time, let's do an interlace press up. Inhale up. Gaze up, reach up. Release your hands. Exhale, come to your sacrum. Sorry, I didn't prepare you for that. Not folding forward yet. Standing heart lift pose. So hands on the back body. The pinkies might touch. Gently opening across the front of the shoulders and chest as you bring your elbows towards each other. Gaze down. Legs steady. If it feels good to press your pelvis forward a little bit, you may. Continuing to lift your rib cage. Standing heart lift. A nice counter pose from sitting at your desk. 4, make sure you work where you can breathe well. One more time, breathe deeply. Exhale, return to center and release your arms and hands for a moment. Just let them be free. And let's do this knocking on the door of life exercise, where you swing your arms side to side a few times. Just let your hands just gently bounce into your body, front and back if you like. And tweak your knees, just let your legs move apart as needed. And then a few free swings of the arms. Let them relax, empty coat sleeves. Enjoy a little flowing movement, surrounded by light. Swirls of soft breath. Begin to slow down. Turn it into a gentle sway, and then hip circles both ways, and still to center. Deep breath in, long spine. Deep breath out, forward fold. Bring down your hands, step your right leg back, Anjaneyasana pose. Take a moment to come to your back knee and rise up. Stack your hands, so the same side hand first, opposite hand second. Guide your knee forward. Tail tuck energy, possibly. This is a back bend, an extension of the spine beyond the axial line. So it's this pelvis forward, rib cage lift, downward gaze. Exhale, press with both feet. Inhale, take up the arms, keep the hands as they are. Let them hold on to each other with a vigorous upward reach. It's okay if you just lift your shoulders a little bit in this one. You are strong. One more deep breath. Relax, release. Hanuman's pose. Slowly draw back to straighten the front leg out to some degree. Come to your heel. Toes draw back. Forward fold. You can just bring your hands down. You want to challenge balance. Try heart center hands. And don't judge. Whatever's the challenge today is determined by you. So you have a long spine, bowing forward, drawing back the toes. For the last 2 breaths, let's take out the balance challenge and ground the pose. Feel the difference. Low belly draws back. Exhale one more time. Release your leg and draw back your heel. Upward facing dogs. Dive out on the mat, spreading the hands, making space for that whole spine to lengthen as we roll back the shoulders. Lift, press the hands, press the tops of the feet. Gaze down. One more deep breath. Upward facing dog. Maybe some tail tuck. Don't overdo your low back. Knees down or not. Flip back. Downward dog. 5 breaths once you're there. Work in a place you can be at peace. You can do some deep releasing. Or be very gentle. Where do you want to be today? One more. Exhalation. Find the uplift in your low belly and pelvic floor. Just think about it a little bit. And then use it to help you step your leg forward and bring down your knee. Learning to work with a subtle core. Rise up to your kneeling position. Shoulders roll back. Front knee comes out. Hands back. Downward gaze. Tail tuck. Settle and breathe. Give yourself time. Your nervous system adjusting to this request. Third breath, starting to settle in possibly. Take up the hands. Allow the shoulders to lift up a little bit. Downward gaze. The hands are dynamic. The whole pose is dynamic. One more deep breath. As you exhale, soften, center, draw back, and fold in. Second side. We're not used to pressing the top of our foot into the earth, and it takes a lot of practice to train your brain, train your body. Lengthening forward, feel the sides of your waist lengthen. For the last couple breaths, ground your pose in some way. Just take out any balance challenge you might have been practicing. Feel that support register, that ease. Exhale. One more time. Place your foot on the earth. And bring your other one forward. Low belly draws up towards the spine. Hands at the pelvis. Guide yourself into forward fold. Draw your elbows back. Draw them towards each other, behind you. Like you're pressing the front points of your pelvis up towards the sky with your fingertips. Hollowing out the low belly. Finding balance in your feet. One more deep breath. Bend your knees and rise up. Stay in your squat, elbows and hands together. Rest into your third eye. Elephant pose. Big footprints. Calm the mind. 4 strong. Exhale, a little low. Inhale, press, rise, reach, step out to star pose, easy wide legs, shoulders down, gently reaching up and down. So the low back is long. And another deep breath. Exhale to finish that round of Surya Namaskar. Over to the right side, bend your knees, step out to the right and turn your back toes to the back of the mat. Bend your knee, come out to warrior B position, reach front and back. Take a moment to come in, find balance, and then breathe 5 times. Gently gather your fingers. Steady your eyes off your fingertips. It's a horizon gaze. Let your pelvis open to the side. One more exhale. Press your foot, turn to the other side, second side, Virabhadrasana being low into the lunge, reaching the arms. Turn the head and eyes, shoulders relax. 1. Each pose is a complete energetic form. 1 more exhale. At the end, lean and reach, extend side angle pose. Shoulder off the ear. Maybe come to the floor if you like, or to a block. And don't strain your neck to look at your hand. Turn your face a little bit so your eyes can head out towards your hand. Feel your foot with your brain as well. Have a sense of everything. Big, strong pose. Press your back foot, breathe 1 more time. Exhale. Use inhale energy up and out. Over to the other side for Utthita Konasana, extended side angle. Lean and reach. Tilt your face to the side, let your eyes reach out towards your hand. 5 breaths. Try to create steadiness, concentrate. One more breath, exhale. Inhale energy up and out. Release your feet to wide parallel feet. Bring your right knee out towards your toes. And release. Other side, knee forward, feet forward. Lunge variation. Other side, just send your knee out towards your toes and press it straight. Press it straight. Once more each side. Prasarita lunge, wide parallel foot lunge. Then let's inhale, stretch the arms out. Let your fingers spread. Exhale, come behind and bring your fingers into interlace. Draw them down the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tuck your chin. Deep breath. If you're feeling great right there, you can stay. If you like the forward fold, add it in. So option to forward fold, maybe bending the knees. It's pretty different. Stay where you feel good. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. 1 more breath, work where you are. Use an inhale to come up from the forward fold if you did that. And an exhale to relax and release those actions. Work your feet close enough so you can step to the top of your mat. Let's open over to the left side this time, triangle pose. This is really an everyday pose. That left foot turn out from the hip, other one angles in. Breathe in, reach your arms, stretch across your chest. And then from your belly center, like you're a sun, over and down, like that radiating rays coming out, arms, legs, spine, anchored in the belly center. 5 breaths. So your hand can come to your shin or your big toe or block. You can add tail tuck energy if your low back needs space. 4th breath, what can you soften? Feel complete as you breathe out. Tone your navel in. Use your legs, rise up, so legs and core to come out of the pose other side. Breathe in with a stretch across the chest. Firm legs slowly over and down. This is strength building. You control coming over. You can also feel when you've come to the right place. So just landing on your shin is a great place to begin this practice. Then we open heart to the side, eyes to the side. Radiate from your center, 5 breaths. This pose lengthens and strengthens across the low back muscles. among other things. We want to protect that area coming out by engaging the front body's tummy in towards the spine. Then come up, breathe in. You can always use your hand there for awareness. Reach, breathe in. Exhale, release your arms. And step forward. Back to your mountain last time. Make your way down to the earth. Inhale up in your own way. Exhale down in your own way. Horizon gaze, half lift shape. Breathing down your hands, step back your legs. Breathe out, downward dog. And then bring down your knees. Balasana, stretch back. Out to the forearm position. Breathe in, lift up your knees. Exhale, come down to your belly. Transition, fancy transition. Lower down to an easy resting position on your forearms. So your spine feels long, and you're here in a gentle back bend because you're lifting your shoulders off the ground. So the pelvis grounding, rock side to side. Bend your knees, flex your feet, and then lift your feet towards the sky. Strengthening around the hips. Upside down bridge pose. Finding that press like we do in bridge. Press your feet. 3. Knees don't have to lift high. 1 more time. Your muscles there might not be that strong, might be hard. Exhale, relax, release. Over to your right side. Get comfortable. You can use a pillow or your arm, folded or straight. Just take a moment to find side body. Balance. Stock your legs. Your top hand can be in front of your belly for some support as you balance on your side. Ground your bottom leg to the earth. Bend your top knee, coming to sideline half bow. So we reach back and come from above to catch your ankle or your foot. Then let your foot rest into your hand. So we're just letting the pelvis come forward, stretching the front of your leg, stretching the front of your shoulder. And to begin, let's draw the heel towards the hip. So bend your elbow and press your hand into your foot to bring it in closer to your body. 5 breaths, just the right amount. We try to stretch across the belly of the muscles and not at the attachments. So here we have attachments around the knee and around the hip. Try to spread out any stretching, just the right amount from the center of the muscles. 5th breath. And then back to the opening out where you rest your foot into your hand, letting the front body gently open. In a new perspective. Soften your eyes off your nose tip. Deep breath in. Exhale, relax, release. Second side. Several rounds of breath to come over and find your sideline balance. Stacking. So we use the bandhas here in the pelvis and the low belly to engage and help us balance on our side body. Once you are settled there, bend the top knee, bring your hand from above, catch something. And starting with that, bringing in, so bend your elbow to bring your heel towards your hip to any degree. 5 breaths, you create the sensation. Working deeply, but with respect. Fourth breath flowing through. And one more to work with this variation. Gratitude for whatever it teaches you. And then let go into the opening out position where the foot rests into the hand, pelvis moves forward, half bow. One more exhale. And release carefully back to center. Hands by the chest, elbows in. So this is a position that brings us strength in lots of shapes. So we're going to use this to come up off the belly. Downward, forward pressing, but don't move your hands. Use the heel of the hands. Come up, and instead of going to child's pose, let's go to little thunderbolt where you have your legs folded and you sit carefully towards your heels. So see, I'm using my hands, legs together or hip distance is okay. And if you don't go all the way down, that's okay. You could tuck your toes under. You could tuck your blanket behind your knees. You won't stay too long. Just make sure your knees are safe. It's also okay just to come to child's or easy pose. Gentle, mindful stretch across the front of the legs. A nice upright spine. This is a great pose to just work through that line of energy circles, the chakras. Maybe feeling roots, sacrum, belly, heart, throat, third eye center, and the very top of your skull. Breathe up and down the central channel. Four, just one more, see if you can relax into your legs. You can give me some feedback about whether this pose works for your body or not. If you have any questions about modifying, please let me know. Breathing out. Come through and sit down. Upward dog, downward dog, optional. It can feel nice to stretch out and do that one more time. Add a little dip if the elbows bend. It's also okay if you just come through and sit down. Roll back your shoulders. Flip your feet. And sit down, or if you're already there. Actually, I was going to do the pigeon pose for us today. So come instead to your kneeling position, bring your right knee forward, other leg back. Sorry, I almost forgot that. Also okay to do a lying down figure four instead. So we have a folded in knee. Stretch comes from the hip. Use your arms to support as you straighten your other leg back behind you. Refine your kneecap if needed. It's okay to rest over on the side of your hip instead of being upright. Both fine. And come down and forward to whatever degree. Let your head relax down. Breathe deeply 5 times. Back of the body. Front of the body too. And just one more slow, slow breath. Feel it originate. Feel it stretch to fullness. Feel the exhale originate. Stretch to emptiness. Bring your hands back to the earth to support your coming out. Up and back, 3-leg dog. Release. Stretch out. You can stand the ball of your foot. You can bend the knee, come to the side as you like. Just have a little freedom there. Give your hip joint some space, some reach, some opening. And the second side. A whole different project, possibly. There are places where we all have imbalances in the body or asymmetry. Some of the poses are asymmetrical by nature, like this one. We do both sides. But work with your asymmetries. Make peace with this side of your body in this pose. Work where it is a positive experience. Closing the eyes. Check in. Does your low back need space with some tail tuck? Is your leg extended back with the foot straightening as well? Kneecap okay? Relax down your head. Breathe 5 times. Subtle engagement of the bandhas allows us to stretch very deeply, where we have this control on a deep level. So you might just try to apply a little bit of the navel towards the spine, or the Mula Bandha, the engagement and uplift in the pelvic floor. See if you can add that to this shape today. Slightly. And then finish and exhale. Use your hands. Keep your bandhas engaged for this transition. Tuck under your toes, up and back, press, lift, open, stretch out. And then opposite movement, opening, take a few breaths where it feels good in your body, releasing your hip. And when that feels complete, come down. Get your socks on if you would like, any long sleeves, anything you would like for rest. And come to the back of your body. Taking your time. Let's finish with Supta Baddha Konasana. Once you're on your back, let's do one more pose before Shavasana. This feet together, knees apart version where you hold onto your ankles. So your hips have a lot of freedom here. No weight on them. They're just able to relax open to whatever degree they do. You can lightly press anywhere on your feet in this position. The hold on your ankles is a little bit firm. So you hold the heaviness of your legs and then try to relax your shoulders. Breathe in the shape. Fifth breath. Bring your knees together. Straighten out your legs. Bring your legs away from you until you feel a little challenge in your belly. Just a little. Feet rest together. If you know you can come down with straight legs without straightening your low back, that's okay. You can use your arms to support. Might be safer for a lot of bodies to do a different release. Bend the knees, bring down the feet, and then stretch out your legs. Shavasana. So we find this wonderful freedom from the pelvis from our sitting. Shavasana is a great counter pose to that. So take time here to align and arrange your low body. Perhaps cushion under the knees or under the sacrum if that boniness disturbs you. Also arranging upper body, shoulder blades, rib cage, shoulders and arms. Let those limbs go. Let them release. Soften your hands and your face. Add any coverings. Allowing the benefits of our practice to be received, for the energy that lights us, prana, to be manifested here in stillness. Keep your energy and awareness in your body. Don't fly away. Just imagine receiving the sun's light and warmth. Letting the earth hold you. Tiny you on that great sphere. Let a softness and peacefulness wash over. Designed perfectly to be right where you are. The muscles of the legs are relaxed here. As are all the muscles of the body. Notice if any are still trying to hold on to anything, let them go. Let a breath deepen, changing nothing else. Invite your right knee into your chest. Catch it with your arms. Bring it across your body, guide it across to knee down twist. Twists can be a little invigorating. Let us awaken our energy gently with twisting, turning the head, reaching across the broadness of your heart. Let it look the way that it feels right for you. And just once more, be very soft and open as you breathe deeply. Just letting your lower body create that twist shape. Exhale to center and out to Shavasana. Challenge yourself to come right back in. Invite your left knee to your chest. Catch it with your arms. Guide it across, letting it rest. You can use your arm to guide. One or both arms reach open, head turns. And just letting your low body's heaviness create that twist in the spine. Relax and breathe. Nice big inhales, gently encouraging energy into the body for the day. Nice balance with a sense of restfulness, inner calmness. Last breath. Return gently to center, all the way back out, Shavasana. Go completely still. Learn to do it on one breath, just like triangle pose. And then work your way back to seated, your own way, your own time, little shiftings, little wigglings. Some determined deeper breaths. Perhaps returning to the little thunderbolt seat if you'd like, the folded legs or the cross legs, or the whatever legs make you Got peace here. Sitting tall and relaxed. Spread your hands. It's okay to let your feet cross each other in this folded position. Stack your hands in loose fists at your center and gather some reserves of calm energy. Let them become part of you. Always there for you. Compassion with yourself allows you to be compassionate with others. Let yourself come back and feel complete at your heart center. Gratitude for showing up. Whatever gratitudes you'd like to find something. Breathe in deeply. Thank you. For joining me today. Did you feel good? Please do let me know if you come across a post that brings you questions that you don't have answers to. Send me an email.